almost need to like pump myself up. Kids are deflated. All right. Let me, before we jump into it, I'm gonna share just the map, just kind of like a quick overview or review of Aquarius.
Yeah, I also find Aquarius is the map where I'm very one way or the other. I rarely have an okay game. I either do really well or I get completely stomped on in Aquarius Slayer.
Oh my god. Eh, Oh, that's kind of cool. Share it. Okay, you guys can see that.
Yep.
Okay, so as just a reminder, oh, if I pull this up, I can read it. I have to turn off my. I have my monitor set up to my Xbox now, so I'm using Xbox to play Halo. So what we're trying to do here, similar to what we were looking at with that tournament that we played, is we're trying to get the opponent to spawn into their fridge or their back flag and kind of keep them trapped there, or bouncing back and forth between the fridges, which would be like that most ideal. So if you get the ultimate setup, would be something like, I guess like this, like card 3 and utilities. Something that we're able to block both the utilities and then keep them spawning into the fridges back and forth like this. But that's not going to happen because this setup here, you're also leaving open like a dino spawn, and you have nobody top mid. So we want to try to get somebody top mid, and typically what's going to happen on this is we're going to get blocking utility, a guy up on card 3 to help block dinos, other guy in the other utility, and then a guy yellow flag. And from here, their available spawns are going to be their flag, P1, and then fridge. And if you can just imagine, there's that invisible line here. This is kind of like our 50-yard line here that we've got control of one of the flags, we got control of both utilities, and then car 3, and we're just kind of trying to call out where they're at and making pushes based on that. And so we want to try to fill in to this. If you're the first position, I would tell you to go to one of these utility windows so that you're blocking utility, but you're also able to influence that flag spawn, or at least be able to push over there. And then if your team is really kind of set up and making pushes, then get up to this car 3. This top mid position is really good to push for and hold, but if you don't have control over the map, it's really hard to keep control of this. You might find that you're getting shot from behind a lot, and if that's the case, then we just need to be worried about our angles, like maybe getting up on one of the pillars here, or one of the little platforms like underneath it, to try to cut angles and whatnot. And I just want you to be aware of those angles that people can shoot you from, but just paying attention to where your team's at and then pushing towards those spawns. If you have a team that's overly flanky, like it looks like in this one, because those couple teammates weren't doing a lot of damage, I'd be looking for trying to control car 3 or a utility and helping my team, put shots on them and pushing out to guys. But if they're not pushing or anything, there's not a lot you can do there. So we'll see kind of what they're doing, limiting your damage, or limiting your what's the word I'm looking for? How much damage you're taking, limiting that is vital here. Oop. go back into this. We'll see. We'll kind of see what we're working with here. What I mostly tell you is like when it comes to a Slayer, you're not playing with a team. Try to keep it 12 deaths and under. Everybody's allowed 12 because that'd be 48 deaths. So as long as we're staying under that 48 and we're putting shots on with people, I guess the more you could do there is just putting more shots on with people and kind of paying attention. If you're roaming that top mid, sorry, if we're roaming that, like that top mid area is really nice to roam. Ultimately, I'm pushing over this car, trying to control this, and then if I can get to a car 3, like this is a great position to be at, to be able to look at their flag, be able to look at P2. The only time that I would start to push back towards a utility or a flag is if my team doesn't have a base and I keep getting shot from behind. So like if we're up here and they're blue side still, and I'm able to put shots into flag, I'm able to look at their utility, I'm able to look at their fridge. If they're spawning fridge, I can push over to P2, put shots on there, and then once they start respawning, I'm jumping back over to utility. And this is kind of like the route that I'm taking up here, back and forth. Like this is the most aggressive I want to be. This is wonderful. This is great. However, if I start to get shot in the back a whole bunch and I'm having to fight 360 battles, then I need to try to find a better way that I can kind of control the map, which can be done, I think, best from like a flag or a utility area. Just being able to control the movement on P side, being able to look down the hallway over here. Yeah, you've got some lines of sight cut off, but you're at least able to give your team a backboard that they're not having to be able to worry about from behind them. And that's what we're trying to do from like a position like this. Make sure they can't get pushed from behind the guy on car, because that's what's happening to you. But ultimately, I'm going to try to push for this car 3 position right here. I know earlier I said utility, but I'd be pushing up for this position here. And I'm looking at flag, I'm looking at P2, I'm looking in utility, and I'm working off of this. This is just my bread and butter. If they're spawning up on utility and I can make a push in there, I'm going to try to push over and put shots on. But then I'm coming back over to car, waiting for this dino spawn right here, so nading it. But that's kind of what I'm thinking, right?
Thrusters obtained.
Super aggressive there. I like it for the most part. The only thing I'm going to tell you,
Thrusters obtained.
unless you were able to quickly glance at their flag right here, you don't know that there's anyone there just yet. So I want you to challenge this guy on P from across on car, because you have options. You have options for cover. So you can peek out this way. I'd be worried about your connector here, but like when you jump up here, you're obviously not worried about that because you're up there. But if I want you to fight this guy from across, so that you can also get intel for your team if there's anybody their connector. If somebody was delayed their connector or jumping up delayed, and then there's a guy their flag, you're about to get shot by 4 people, and then you just get melted in about the span of 1 shot.
Right.
So like right here, you've put the shots on him, you know that guy's there. I'd be looking for the next guy. Look for the guy connector. Don't overly commit to that kill just because you have to go across 2 lanes. So if we think about the lanes again, we got the lane that goes car side, mid side, and then P side. If I gotta go across that many lanes, I need to make sure that I'm not gonna get shot from other directions. It just exposes you way too much. So for like this fight, I'm glad that you got up here. We're fighting for that middle ground. Let's grab that and then just continue to own car and let this kind of develop for our team a little bit. Unfortunate you missed that shot and your team's not pushing, but another little rule, another little thing I want everybody to kind of pay attention to is when we're taking fights, we need to respect the one-on-one that we're playing against people who are of competent level. So I don't want to have you guys put yourself in a position where you have to win these one-on-ones. I want you guys to try to look for those 2-on-1s that we can 2v1. But right here, as soon as you see this other guy start coming up, I want you to stay back on this ledge here so that you have the option to drop. We don't want to do a 2v1 here. So like once you see that second guy, you got to go into like fight or flight mode, and it's usually flight from this point. unfortunate, but nice. We're looking for that guy who just killed us. I love that. We don't need it. Overcommitting there to that.
Yeah, just should have stayed flag platter.
Yeah. So like right now we're looking for people. You got Lou going over there, so maybe just peeking it with him just to kind of look. I like the trying to get that 2-on-1 idea there, but like then let's look towards mid, because right now we have no idea what's going on in the middle of the map. We're playing for that first pick. And I want you to start to see how many times you're taking fights with people where it's either equal or there's an extra guy there, so that you can start to recognize that and go, hey, similar to the positioning of I need to fill in to here, or we need to play for this position. If I'm running into multiple people, I don't want to be putting myself in that kind of a mode where we have to win those types of fights. Ooh. I love the shots. Nice, and we look across. Good, because we backed that guy down. Did you give the controller to Nova there? What was that? You gotta try it every once in a while. I could have seen right there off that spawn either playing back towards flag to get an angle or playing up to car 3. Car 3, if your team is being more aggressive and pushing. If I'm trying to get an angle and a base for my team, I'd be going back towards flag just to be able to hold this down. You would be right up into their spawn off of this one, but I think either of those options would have been good. I'm probably always gonna push towards car 3 just to get that. I want to be the guy roaming up here to try to set the pace for the game, because I don't want them to be up here. But either of those positions would have worked there. There you go. That's how I wanted you to take that first fight off the game. Is back farther like that. What are you throwing that at? And I want you to start. I want you to actually. I want that similar to the being aggressive mindset. I want you to have a respect for your opponent mindset here. Right. So like when you get into this spot here, once you see that guy, like he's already won that. So like he won that little fight. You know, give up the battle to win the war. Let's back off from there, get a new position. We don't need to overcommit to that. And that's going to be a huge skill gap between where you're at right now and where you could be. Again, if you go watch HCS, if you watch pros, if you watch scrims, they're not taking these one-on-ones that are unnecessary. They'll peek out and they'll challenge him for that spot, but once he gets the first 1 or 2 shots in him, they're looking for the next one. Like they're going to be super hard to kill up in this position, and you got to really pry people out of the spots that they're in.
Yeah, you're right. I should have just gave up that fight. Looking at it now.
Translocator requisition confirmed.
See, this is one of those, like, you make the right decision there. I like that you took a different angle, try to trust your teammate. He's being way too aggressive here. So like there's nothing you could have done for this guy to save him. If you would have flown in behind him, you'd be eating all these grenades and it'd be like a really stupid just tunnel fight. If you go up above, he needs to delay that. I don't know if there's comms going on or anything, but like I like that you made that decision to go up. These guys are in a shooting gallery for you right now. Nice double. You eventually hear the third guy. Nice. I liked that. At some point, you guys are gonna jump into that. Like, there's a wall there. You're gonna jump into this little corner right here, and you're gonna figure out you can actually like look over this. It's like a window. That's really nice. Being able to get, it's crazy. I don't know who put that there. Like, there. At some point, all of you. Now we're getting away from our teammates. So what should our thought process be? Since you don't.
Yeah. Like from what I see, they're probably util and yellow flag.
Yeah, util, yellow flag,
so I should be looking at see where they are and then fill in. If they're all util, yellow flag, I should make my way back to car 3.
Car 3, or just peek in the window up here. But just getting up here. What I want you to get in your head though is to not go, like, not continue the route. You'd be going too far with it. So if we looked at that first map that we pulled up, and I said have somebody in yellow flag, yellow util, car 3, and then blue util, you're that blue util guy now. So don't push into the flag unless you need to get a shot on someone. But like you want to play back this way, so you're blocking this spawn, kind of giving yourself a backboard, and then as this play develops, you can collapse on this guy, and then you can rotate back towards car 3. But you need to recognize that you're the forwardmost guy.
I gotta come out here. They're one shot.
Life expectancy shortened.
But I don't know if I should have just left it or.
No, you should if you can jump on a call out easily, you should. And what's gonna happen is that as you're considering what's my positioning and what fights am I taking, if you keep your shields and you're in that position where you can listen to that call out and someone's like, hey, there's a one shot here, as long as you're in a favorable position, you should be able to get out there and kill him. It's Slayer. You gotta go out there and get those kills. Don't go flying across the map for no reason, or don't challenge when you're a one shot. But like that's an easy one for you to be able to clean up. The angle that I might have taken on that though is going up above, just so that you don't have to
go across the bridge. Yeah,
just so you don't have to, because if 343 allows me the privilege, when you peek out on underneath to go out to like this thruster area, you're really exposed for that. So
yeah,
if they jump on you, like if that one shot's like, oh, there's someone thruster, like if there's anybody at the top of the map, they're gonna be able to jump on you. If there's anybody spawning in fridge or in flag. And what I wanted you to be able to see is that when you were up here, so when you made this little push here, right here on your screen, you're the forwardmost person on this side. So flag, you don't know anything about it yet. Fridge, you don't know anything about, and P side. So those are like the main areas. And you walking out here, if I may, you're exposed to flag and fridge. So that's one of those ones, like, yes, you should go get that one shot. I almost would go up above on flag just to be able to get it, or get the one shot and jump up there yourself. But just be aware that those are the areas that you're being exposed to. So get ready to fight them.
I definitely felt uneasy going out there, like walking out there for that. I just didn't really think about going bridge instead.
And you do have a teammate there, so like at that point, once I get that pick, I'm gonna fly, because I need to get up, and I'm gonna fly either to car or over to P to continue that push. But like I'm flying. I got the pick, and I got a teammate with me. Like, let's go. So it's very slow that you come back over to flag.
Yeah.
Because now you got
now I'm behind.
Yeah, now you're just behind. I'm gonna get. Okay, thank God.
Perfect. Killing spree.
Celebration. Plasma grenades obtained.
Like right there, I might even consider that a mistake. So we need to be a little bit quicker when we get this kill here. Once you get that kill, I need you to imagine like collapsing in on people. And so you're not getting challenged from flag, you're not getting challenged from fridge. I pointed out that those are areas that they could be at, but like you'd be getting challenged from there. So my next mode of thought needs to be, once I get that kill, let's keep pushing. I've got guys on car already, let's go P. So jump up on P, so you're not behind on that fight. However, like you make the decision to go back, okay, this is fine. But then as this is playing out, we get challenged mid. We got 2 picks, but then one of our teammates dies, and when you're running over here, you're actually opening up the spawn behind you, so you're potentially going to have to fight your way back. We don't want to have this fridge spawn over here. So like when you get that kill there, I liked how you were already over in util. We kind of need to do a reset here and wait for our team, because they got ahead of us. So get back over into util and start waiting for what's that next push. Sorry, what's that next push gonna look like? Or
okay, yeah.
going over to dinos. Like I holy crap. Sorry. Ooh, I have water with me. Okay.
All good.
Yeah, I'm all good. I don't know what that was. What I want you to be able to see here is that I don't want to actively just go over to give the fridge to them, because if I'm blocking this fridge and my guy on P side also pushes into yellow fridge to kill them, they've got someone dying in yellow fridge, which tells the game it's not safe. You're blocking blue fridge, so now they've only got the favorable spawns of flag and util. So I don't want you to just go over there and give that to them. You had the right idea first. Go back into util, and either play towards the flag, or since your team is going back towards yellow flag, you know, play back on dinos. You can kind of lurk here. Like once you get that far away from your team, you're kind of in a lurking position anyway. So like let's get a new angle where they don't know where we're at and try to prevent something.
Okay.
But you recognize here that like you're behind there, so
That was where I started. All there. It's really fine.
that's all right. And then we come up and
Plasma grenades obtained.
I can tell. So like you're spinning so much right now. I can tell you are trying to figure out, you know, where's the fight at and what am I doing. So let's go back just slowly. So I already talked about going back towards util.
Celebration.
But then when we get up here,
Plasma grenades
there's a couple
obtained.
things happening here. So one, your teammate's with you over here on P, and you got somebody in yellow court, and we're trying to figure out where the other guys are at. You've gotten 2 kills. If I can go first, but you've gotten 2 kills. So those guys are coming up off of spawns. So when we see this guy down here, that should tell us that there's spawns being influenced here, and I'm about to get challenged potentially from more people. So I need to hold P side, or I need to hold this P and have my team come up to help me. But I might be on my own right now because my teammate just died next to me. So I'm in this by myself. So we win this fight here. We reposition ourselves, and there's a little bit, and it's gonna be ticky-tack of me to say this, but I want you to start paying attention to like who you're challenging and what you're doing with your body. So you jump out first, and then you square up to the flag. Like you're not ready for this fight at all, and I need you to be ready for it. Like when you come up here. So the first one you're aiming at is going to be up on top. If there's someone down here, like just strafe left and adjust to it. I'm first going to look up at the top util. Like this is, they're coming off of a spawn or someone's running in there. I'm looking at this guy first, and then I'm strafing out on this guy because this is a common pillar for people to go on. You adjust really nicely here. As soon as you make him one shot though, what else should we be doing right now? What can give our team more value?
I can see where they might be coming from elsewhere, or now he's one shot. I can maybe start trying to move across the bridge over to car side because he's going to be pinned down for a bit.
No, because you have no shields.
Okay.
No, but you had it right first. So getting information for my team. I'm on P side. I've got this guy one shot. If he really challenges me, like he's got to land 2 shots on me. I'm gonna make him earn this. So I'm gonna just strafe left. Like I'm getting out of his line of sight. Screw that guy. He can sit there. If he's gonna sit there and shield, you've got 5 to 8 seconds of him shielding before he's gonna get back out in the fight. Let's use that time to go do something else. If he does challenge you right away, this is an easy call out for one of your teammates. He knows what angle you're on. He doesn't know what angle your teammates are on. So like that's an easy call out for you to be able to, hey, one shot their flag, start looking back towards P side. Because if this guy challenges you and you get 2 shots into this guy's one shot, this guy's got 2 shots in him, and then you turtle up here, top P. And if this guy pushes you, you pummel him. He's one shot, the guy on their flag's one shot. You've done plenty for your team. If they can't push up and get that kill, that they suck. That's just what's going on. So we got to own this space up here, and we got to play it as best we can. So putting shots into this guy and then getting info for our team and doing more damage, because yes, getting that 1 kill is going to be useful, but if I can make that guy 1 shot and somebody else 1 shot, so now there's 2 1-shots, and if I die but there's 2 1-shots on the board and my team cleans that up, we net 1 kill.
Right.
Wonderful.
Yep.
So like you just need to play this a little bit better here. No, I don't want you going running across top mid because you don't know who else is going to be over there. But the information right now should be in your head. There's a guy there flag. There's a guy there fridge. That's where they're spawning at, between those two, because there's people alive there. And then as soon as you see the second guy, what should we be doing? And this is what we need to work on more.
Not taking a 1v2.
Yeah, you got to be harder to kill here. And what I want you to also be able to understand here is that if there's two people shooting at you, someone on your team is not in a fight, which is not a bad thing. I'm not calling them out saying they're not doing anything, but like you have aggro right now from two people, so one of your teammates should be able to make a play here.
Right.
Someone should be able to get a 2-on-1. The guy on connector could be able to push up. The guy behind you should be able to push up. Like, you're about to be fighting 3 people at one time. Oh, your other guy connector, like, there's a lot of missed opportunities here. But if you're getting shot by that many people, like, let's drop down. If they want to put 2 people on, it's like if you're playing football and you put 2 defenders on 1 wide receiver, your quarterback needs to go hit another wide receiver.
Yeah.
And then once you can pull those defenders off of you, you're wide back open. So like right here, we need to be playing hard to get with these guys, maybe challenging that guy, maybe getting out to live, but like we can get another route and another angle to attack them, right? And I want you to start paying attention to that more in your games, of how many people you challenge 2-on-1 or even 1-on-1 in a straight up fight, and stop doing that. We need to be aggressive. We need to be aggressive on the guys who you're blindsiding, and if you get the pick, let's go for the next one. But if you're finding that you're getting in these 1-on-1s where you have to win them all the time, or you're getting into 2-on-1s, let's stop doing that, and let's see what happens with your gameplay if we're able to stay alive more and own that space. And if we can find that really nice cross section of I'm really, really aggressive, but I'm really hard to kill, you're gonna own these lobbies and like really easily. With my 5th grade vocabulary there.
Gain the lead.
What a heads up thing. I love that you were looking at that guy. He didn't peek out first, but just knowing that you got teammates around and looking at different spawns there, you're doing a really good job of filling in and getting those different angles. Like even this here off spawn, I love this challenge here. You're like, okay, I'm gonna get up there. Once he puts that first shot into you, just duck and then look at another angle.
Yeah.
But the worst thing that's gonna happen is he's gonna, maybe you reshield and you have to live here and your team spawns on you, or he runs over here and you make him one shot and then he's out of position and your team cleans him up. Like we gotta start thinking about how do we make the most out of these situations. This is a really shitty spawn. This is terrible. You're fighting uphill both ways, and they're able to put lots of shots in you and get lots of cover. If we can challenge this guy taking less damage here, if you can jiggle peek this guy or literally anything else other than just take a whole bunch of bullets to the face, we can do something better with this position over here. And you've got help, but like what you're doing right here, if instead of taking all those shots to be one shot, when we're looking over there, now we're doing damage to multiple people.
Gain the lead.
And the more people that you can put 1 or 2 shots into to keep their shields low, the more times that they're not going to make pushes on the map. These guys are not going to be that well coordinated as a team that they're going to make that decision. Hey, I'm half shield, but if I push with my teammate, unless they've got really good teamwork, if you can keep them kind of weak, they're going to make less aggressive plays, so you can kind of shut it down. So if you can make 2 people half shields instead of 1 person one shot, I think there might be a little bit more opportunity for you to move around the map, or your team to be able to move around the map if you're just putting more shots into people.
Successfully delivered.
Like the unnecessary over challenge there. The other thing you need to work on, and I hope you see it here, is how often you're like body checking things first and then going in. We should be we should be ready for this fight before we take it. Like we're expecting that guy there. We see him throw that grenade, we still jump on it like to nerf ourselves.
Successfully delivered.
I love that you're flying though from one end to the other. Like we're going. We get that pick. Ooh. Thank you 343. I thought you died. There's really good aggression here. I love that. Back and forth. You're getting right in there. You're using the teleporter really nicely to get in there, get out. Did a really good push there. We're pushing in with our team here. So all 4 of us are here. We've corralled them in. We need to keep the high ground here. Like they are kettled in here. Let's keep the pressure up and make them make a mistake here. The mistake, those guys just go in and die. And instead of looking for your team to help them in the back flag, you jump off here to try to get that 1 kill. But he ends up getting away from you, and then your other teammate gets into a 1v4, and then you come in there, and instead of literally any of them dying, you guys just all 4 died. You haven't died yet, but there you go.
Well, yep.
So you guys didn't get a single kill there. We need to work with our teammates more there. So like when we go in there, if we can get one of them out of the fight, like let's look towards our teammate and see if we can help clean somebody up. That's another thing I'm going to have everybody start working on is team shotting and looking for your teammates to help. But right now I want you to start with that aggression, respecting those fights and trying not to take the at least the 2-on-1s for right now. I'd love the 1v1s to stop too, but wonderful. We helped the teammate there. See 3 people on your map. All right, if you're playing competent people, what should you be aware of right here when you've got 3 people who've seen you?
That they're gonna collapse on me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm alone in here. As soon as that guy up top goes away, I'm alone.
Yeah. So like this one here, okay. But like we need, I would be playing to get into the corner more and try to regroup with my teammates here. I don't know how you don't get called out here. The position you're in is incredibly easy to nade. So getting out of, like, I don't want to be in this corner, but I want to visually not be in this corner. Like, so I'm going to make them nade me here. So they can't just run in and see me. But
right. Yeah.
If you're playing against good people who are listening to where they're being shot from,
yeah, re-watching this now, we've killed a couple people from in here, so the fact this guy just runs up on flag plat like this is bad.
And you might have shot at this guy first. Like, they knew you were here. That's just wild. One of those 2 guys I know you shot at.
Double kill.
Anyway, I mean, you're staying alive really nicely over here. You're playing that, but like if you're playing against people who know how to play the game, like you were gonna get naded out there,
yeah,
pretty instantly. And there's a lot of these, you're doing a lot of damage, but there's a lot of times where you're challenging people after they shoot you, and you're challenging people when there's 2 people on your screen. And that's the change that we need to make. If someone wins that first shot on you, you gotta just be harder to, you gotta earn back that next shot. So maybe jiggle peek a corner or get a new route or a new angle. Like we gotta earn that back so we're on even playing field instead of having an uphill battle. Because if they 5 you, your team's just down and you're the one doing the most damage. So that puts your team in a really bad disadvantage. And then if there's 2 people on your screen, like again, we need to just play our position a little bit stronger and turtle in it more. That's the biggest thing you could do differently here. Because I think as I'm watching this, a lot of times your team is like jumping in after you and then they're just dying. Yes, they should be in the fight with you sooner. Nice, like this. Put shots on the first guy, then we start taking a new angle. Guy's overly committed to killing you. Not a lot else you could have done there. Call out to your teammate. I don't know if he's just deaf or what, but
Enemy team nearing victory.
You see how many? Holy shit! Do you see how many times you're rechalling this?
Yeah.
Oh, there's 2 people there. Get in the corner. Dude. Like, we gotta do something here. Just to get your yeah, there you go. You get your shields back. Wait for you, got a teammate. Nice. Get another angle. There we go. We count. We know there are 3 people there. Okay, thank you. You at least tried. I hope that you start to see this like as it's happening more, and you're able to make the adjustment.
Yeah, I think I'm just really trying to focus on just being aggressive without thinking about it too much because I was like too passive before.
Yes.
Available soon.
But yeah,
And now-
it's good to realize that I need to learn to take my advantage and learn when not to play.
Yeah, and sometimes what you're gonna find is that your team will develop a little bit on the play, and like on that P2 earlier, if instead of challenging that guy and staring at him when we're over here, if we just looked over to our left to like try to get more information and we see that guy, maybe we start fighting with him, and then the guys who are up on car side, maybe they get in the fight and then they clean it up. There's a I think there's gonna be a lot there. I want you to continue that aggression of I'm going for the next kill, I'm going for the next kill, and I'm going, but I need you to respect those one-on-ones and try to get yourself to be the first person shooting instead of being shot first. And then if there's a second guy, that means that someone on your team's not engaged with somebody. So like maybe like let's get into cover, reroute somewhere and see where are they at. Like, is there a different route that we should be taking? Where should I be teaming up with someone?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I'm thinking of the kills a little too literally. Like I'm thinking, oh, get the kill means I have to get the kill, not necessarily if I put in the damage, my teammate might finish up for me.
Yeah.
Bullets successfully delivered.
There's so many times that like if you just didn't strafe, you'd be okay. Like you just live. Like right there, you took a step to the right there at the very end. You started to strafe back out because like it's ingrained in your head. If I'm in a fight, I gotta strafe. Strafing is great if like to throw maybe like the whole point of a strafe is you're trying to make them miss. Realistically, they might miss one, maybe. If you get them to miss more, like maybe they start windmilling or something, like that's really rare. Most of the time you're gonna like duck under one shot, or you're gonna literally get them to miss 1, maybe 2 shots to get that advantage. And like if you look at the accuracies after the game, if people are hitting 60 to 80% of their shots, that means when they get into a fight with you, they're having to hit you what 7 and 8 times, something like that. I don't want to do the math, but like they're landing 3 or 4 out of those 5 that they normally be landing on you, right?
Yeah.
So 60 to 80% would be 3 and 4. So if they're only hitting 3 to 4, I mean that doesn't make sense because we're 5ing people. So that's a lot of pre-firing that's also in there. But if you try to think about it that way, that, okay, if this guy's hitting 60% of his shots or 80% of his shots and he's getting 3 or 4 out of the 5, then if I go into a fight already down 1, or if I don't outstrafe the 1 shot, like he's just gonna 5 me. So I gotta do something better here. You don't necessarily need to strafe that much. So like let's run into that corner, and what's that guy gonna do? If you're in the corner there on dinos, like he's gonna, if he throws the 2 nades there, like if it's on this side, they're gonna land on that side, so you can just favor over towards where you were already at. If he throws them against the other wall, you just kind of listen to where the grenade's coming from and you try. But all that time that you're able to live back there, you're able to let your team kind of bait you and get in there. If you can keep the aggression and just make smaller decisions there, like to live more, I think this is a whole different game.
Okay. Yeah, I'll start focusing more definitely on taking my advantages and
The one-on-ones is gonna be a little bit harder. The 2-on-ones, that one should be really easy. If you just count 2 people, just run away. Like stop fighting that.
Yeah.
You might be amazed at how many people are gonna actually chase you. Nice. There's not much more you could do there. I think if you gotta live in those fights when you're that much better than everybody. But I mean, when I watch that back, especially that last part, your fill in and your angle watching is really improved. Where you're trying to let something develop there. You're trying to predict where they're going to be at based on previous knowledge. So I got the hiccups. I loved all of that part. It looked a lot better, and the aggression is getting there. I'd like you to start respecting those, especially the 2-on-1s. The 1-on-1s is going to be a little bit harder for you to figure out. I think once you start doing it with the 2-on-1s, and you get into that habit of, oh, I'm going to lose this fight, but that doesn't mean I lost like the game. Like I just gotta rotate. I think you can start to apply that to the 1-on-1s. The 1-on-1s is going to be harder because a lot of people like to challenge those. They like to get those kills, and when you don't have a team that you're coordinated with, if you keep leaving one shots running around and they're not picking them up, it's going to get really frustrating. And some of them you might have needed to challenge out on that guy and kill him. Those are going to be more situational, and I want to go over them like as they're happening so we can kind of get those. The 2-on-1s are super easy. Stop taking them. If you see a second guy, like we gotta reroute, go somewhere else. And what you're gonna really start finding with those ones is how many times you're in a bad position because you aren't aware of where your walls are or where your escapes are. And so then you're gonna start to go, oh hey, instead of if they're right here, if they're in utility, instead of running into utility and jumping and taking that 2-on-1 right here on the stairs where I have no escapes, I'm going to instead be able to peek in this way, and if I see two people, then I'm coming back out. You're gonna start to notice when those little tiny positioning things start to happen, and then you're gonna start to pick on the map. Here's the places that I want to take fights at, and if I can't get to that spot, I don't like it. I'm not getting out of here. I need the perfect place for me to be able to do damage or whatever. But the aggression's there. I want you to respect those 2-on-1s especially, and then we'll work on those 1-on-1s. But your positioning and your filling in, phenomenal. Huge increase there.
All right, thanks.
Any questions or anything?
No, I think everything you said made sense to me. So
All right,
I'll just
cool.
work on that.
The other two, Monkeys and Jason.
Sure.
Jason has texted me about 14 times now. It's lethal time. Do you guys want to go over a game, or are we good?
I mean, if you want to go over it quickly.
All right, we can do it
in
quickly.
15 minutes.
Stop it. You got a 2v2 here? I really want to go over a 2v2.
The third, no, that's not.
Not Solitude.
Yeah, it's not a 2v2. 2v2s are way back. The third one though is a 4v4 Slayer. There are 2v2s.
Find one. Is it called ranked doubles?
It should be.
Oh my what is this map? All right, whatever. We'll go for, recharge. Oh boy. Oh, so many oddball. Oh my god, so many oddball games. Recharge Slayer. Let's go. You guys win this? Oh, handedly. Okay. Yeah, we can go over it. We'll look at this quickly. Did you want to play some Lethal Company there, Monkeys?
Maybe.
Slay.
Yo, stop gaslighting everybody. Jesus.
What? Who's gaslighting?
Monkeys is.
I don't even know what that means.
I don't even know if he's gaslighting me anymore. He's such a master troller, bro.
We had my little cousin going at Thanksgiving dinner. Someone brought up gaslighting. He goes, I don't even know what that is. And my brother and I both looked at him at the same time and said, yeah, you do. He goes, no, we don't. And then we had him just rolling.
Amazing.
Yeah, I gotta rub my eyes here. What are we doing, Monkeys? Let me rewind that. I thought my glasses are smudged. I thought what I saw you just do was throw a grenade at your teammate and ignore the guy that's shooting him from B. I just want to make sure. I think I saw that wrong here.
No, that's this game. Well, look at this. Watch this.
Points give victory.
Yeah.
Oh.
That I'm not gonna stop every time it happens. That would be, and this is why I wanted to go over a doubles game with you and Jason. You guys tend to get a lot of damage and get lots of kills, but there's like a gap in the aggression and like team shotting. That it like you guys are able to stay alive and get the kills, but like you're not helping your team. And I want to really focus in on how often you guys are looking for other teammates to like shoot the person they're shooting at with, or like put your life on the line a little bit. Like when that guy is shooting to your left, look over there and help the damn guy. All right, playing for the objective. Let's go.
Bullets.
Where's Mr. Jason at throughout all of this?
Oh no.
He's thinking about scrap. Nice. Don't chase him. Don't chase him. Don't drop. What do we? He heard. You can see right here where he wanted to use his right thumbstick, and he said, "No, I'm not." Do you see the difference there, Jason? Do you see it?
I don't see anything.
Right? Okay, so when you become one shot, you stop using your right thumbstick and you hit every shot on this guy. Ready? Miss, miss, miss. Wonderful.
Nah,
You're gonna get it down to stop using that right stick to aim. You're just gonna strafe on these guys. Going back to monkeys. Nice. I love the positioning. Nice. Reroute. There you go. Get over to monkeys. Let's go. You guys are a duo, so you should be shooting things like together a lot. I don't want to. Okay.
Go for the 360.
What I made.
Monkey should have been there. I blame him.
Basically, yeah.
I don't know how many times I've just said don't go out on the balcony, but we still go out there. So I kind of gave up on that coaching point. It just happens.
It's the best place in the map. It's so good.
It's
up
good
there.
it's good if you have the control. I'm not gonna take that from you.
Monkey's
So
gaslighting
much
you.
space. There's just so much space.
It's a good it's a good
Everything
angle.
Monkey says, I just know he's trolling, bro. I just everything he says, dude.
If you're out here, it's good. But the thing is, you have to have control over white, or in control. You have to have that, so you can't get pushed from over there, and you gotta have somebody like Whirlpool or A, so you're not getting pushed from your right. As long as you got those ones, yeah, you can sit here all day and chow people, and you know, just run a little bit to the left. They can't shoot you anymore. You can drop. They can't shoot you. But it's y'all go there when we don't have control over the map, and then you get shot. Okay.
You're just screaming, kill it!
I agree.
Oh yeah, I missed a lot of shots there too. I don't want to rewind on that. Okay.
It's also the decision to like run out. It's like you don't think that you can stand still. It's like the floor is lava and you're gonna die if you stop moving. When you're one shot, like get into a corner, like right here. Just get into that corner and just chill. You're one shot. Don't overexpose yourself. All right. What are we doing? What are we doing?
After jumping out, I got shot from behind, so I just.
I know.
But yeah.
But why'd you jump out? Monkeys he's doing his job. This is perfect.
Your limits.
Okay, both of you have now naded both of your teammates.
Let's go.
Like right here, like let's let this play develop a little bit. Maybe monkeys drops down, or like run over. If you're gonna, like, you gotta dedicate to it, is what I'm like. You don't know what's going on over here, so like jump off, try to land here, and then play down. But like the way that you do this is super exposed to all of your body, that you land in the middle,
Ow. Now I missed all Vibrant gameplay. I'm gonna have to go watch it.
You missed all of Vibrance?
Yeah,
You played really well, so you should probably watch it.
I'm going to.
Same thing with over challenging, but that's all right.
I
We'll get
missed it. I
there.
was looking at my computer.
All right, look at that. Okay, another team nade. Unfortunate. We are owning space. Good job, not challenge. No. You guys have all gotten really consistently good at the filling into positions and playing towards the right side of the map. Right stick killed you there.
Gain the lead.
You guys won this game handedly though, so like when are we gonna pull away here? All right, so we pushed into top gold and everybody's on C. Where are we worried? Good Lord, can I get to you? You guys spawned A, but you pushed all the way through to gold, and you got guys who are dead all around the map. What are we worried that they're gonna be spawning at?
Elevator, whirlpool.
Yep.
I did it.
I did the thing.
Halfway to victory.
I was just about to ask if anyone's ever seen you go bat ledge. Like, I'm trying to think back on all the games we've ever played. Teamwork, let's go. Huh? Oh. Okay, we're good. I love it. You guys did that push really well together. You did the thing.
One time the green gun actually hit something. Magic.
Do you remember when before it was nerfed, like how bad it got? Almost as bad as us going to back silo like this. Thank you. Get off of there.
Goofing that guy.
I do like that I'm seeing a lot more bottom control pushes though to bridge. Sadly you died there, but I do like that we're going to that spot more. It's kind of like a whirlpool where it gives us access to most of the map. We can make a decision from there. It's like a shark. Let's go. Thank you for not jumping off. I want you to be aware of an angle here. When you heard that shot there are a lot of people, when they know how to play the game, that will actually go over and crouch into this corner here so that the guy up on at it can't see him, and he can wait to make a push. He can make sure you challenging all of whirlpool. So if you don't check this angle over here, like both corners, this one and then this bottom corner, you might get caught off by this when you make this drop here that I don't like. That shot I think he did make from over there, didn't he? Is he over there? Oh, no, he didn't. Okay. I'm just hearing things. My bad. Let's go. Let's go. Look for somebody else. Good clean up monkeys. Do you guys do it? Yeah! Oh, they did.
Them.
Dude,
Yeah, baby.
Dude,
That's
they,
what I've been waiting for.
they did it. They did the thing. Oh my god, that was beautiful. Look at this. He's in the corner. He's playing his position. He gets chowed. And he just backs up, and then monkey, yeah! Oh, they're growing up. Let's go. The one thing I don't see when I watch this back though is that you and monkeys are not shooting at anybody together. You guys are running together. Like we should be shooting things together.
We'll work on it.
You'll get there. I think it's the next step after the positioning. We figured out the positioning part and where to play to. Now let's figure out who to shoot together. It's hard to do it off spawn, but once we get those slays rolling. Oh boy. I don't mind being back blue here. This is an okay fight because we're all taking it together. Damn. Sorry, I had to wipe my eyes. You really do, and I know that this is a meme at this point that I keep saying this, but like, just stop using that right stick so much on this. We should be using this corner to strafe and favorably just peeking out and shooting this guy, and the right stick should just be like a little micro. And there's 2 shots in there you miss because he ducks and then you're flicking. Luckily this gun shoots really fast, but you're
5 minutes remaining.
nice. What? I went to monkeys. Return to sender.
Wait, where did I die from?
Down A. He naded you.
What? No.
I think. Pretty sure.
Oh, he spawned there. He spawned there.
We're not influencing A at all. Okay, so since we're at 9, should I go on like a 5-minute monologue to make sure Jason can't play Lethal Company?
Yeah, do it.
All right, so
Oh,
stretchy
wait,
glue.
Does he go to bed at 9? He always goes to bed at 9?
He's about to go. He's got about an hour he can play.
Oh, gotcha.
I'm gonna end it there, boys.